Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris in our Song of the Stars series. So, I built some colony ships in the previous episode, not really thinking, because these are Voices colony ships, and I already have a Voices colony ship out here, and I'm having extreme problems building up enough influence to start colonies. But we have a number of colonies over here that, unfortunately, are better suited for some of our slave worlds. For instance, Brius 5 here is one that I'm actually eyeballing at the moment, and we need to come back over here to Euralian to remember Consolidation, remember taking over this planet? So there are a number of pop on this world, some of which are actually happier, as you can see, with slavery than others. So this is a collectivist, fanatic, spiritualist pop. This is one of the happiest. So let's actually take a look at which ones are the happiest, which ones are doing best under slavery. So it looks like it's the collectivist, fanatic, spiritualist one. Actually, the one I pointed to, just by sheer happenstance. So that's the population. We're going to use the expansion planner, which is F9 for those of you still learning the hotkeys. Now, Brius 5 is the world we're looking at, and let's go ahead and come down to Kasalosh. No, not Naldoran. All right, now there's a fanatic spiritualist one. Where are you? Yep. No, collectivist, fanatic. This one. So you can see there, I think that's their happiness right there. Is that what that is? No, that's the, I'm sorry, that's the percent colonizability. But this was definitely the happiest pop on the planet. So the fanatic spiritualist is lower ethics divergence and lower growth time, as well as a higher tolerance of slavery, and that leads to them just being generally more cooperative. So we definitely want to kind of, if you want, we want to kind of breed that population. Let's go ahead and look into ways that we can do that in the future. But for now, I'm going to have these guys. Let's make sure I'm doing this right. Fanatics, yeah, collectivist, fanatic, spiritualist, colonize, and I think that's going to be the perfect spot. So this is going to be Null Brius. All right, so that colony is now being arranged. Let's speed up the game a little bit. So yes, we need to focus on taking these worlds one at a time before we can establish Voices colonies a little bit further down the galactic arm. At the same time, we also need to start seriously thinking about taking over... Some species thrive in harsh environments, such as the chilly biosphere of Xeris 3. Science Officer Sturpes Kavivan has taken a special interest in one of the types of creature that skitter across the planet's face, and is of the belief that they may achieve sentience with just a push in the right direction. Something to keep in mind for the future. Cool. Reminds me of the space roaches that exist somewhere in the city. So, Canopus here is a desert world. Okay, well... Voices don't do too well on desert worlds. What about the other worlds here? This is a desert world. That's a savanna world. Alright, their capital is an arid world. Now, Voices really need ocean worlds, tropical worlds, or continental worlds. We don't have a continental world currently here. But it looks like Voices actually do okay on Arctic worlds, interestingly enough. So I've got Suramet set up. So why not go ahead? We've got some other Arctic worlds here. We have Hodranus and we have Jurassics. Why not go ahead and send those other colony ships, one of them to... yeah, let's go ahead and do this. If we've already got some Voices colonies that are Arctic, why not do more? Habitability is not 40%. Interesting. So what's up with this other world that we have that causes it to be more habitable? Why are you special? That's what I want to know. Why are you special? Habitability is 65%. Huh. Alright, well maybe it needs to be in our territory, maybe? We'll play around with that. Talassus has an alpine world that could potentially be colonized by us. Let's see what that would be. Nope. Can't colonize that either. So this is just reinforcing what I was telling you about when the episode started. I need to colonize these planets with some of my slave races. Yeah, let's test the Arctic world in our territory hypothesis. Nope, doesn't work here either. So I'm not sure what it is with Suramet that is making that... Yeah, our base habitability here is 35%. And yet we have Voices here on it. Is it possible that that was changed in the most recent patch, in the Kennedy patch, that those requirements were changed, and that's part of the reason that I am struggling with that? I don't know, but it's possible. Lots of upgrading. Holy crap. So these planets have been sitting
System survey complete.
for a while. Oh, sweet. So we're going to upgrade the core. Oh, wait, no, that's just a mineral silo, but still. And let's go ahead and how's food production here? There is some extra, but let's continue to make sure there's plenty of food here. So there's that. One thing I might do, as I mentioned when I was looking at the slave population earlier, is I might go ahead and start looking at which slaves are less happy with their situation and start purging certain types of populations. So slaves that adhere to certain ideologies, we might actually... sick, but we might actually start purging them from the population. We're okay with having the ones that cooperate, but the ones that don't, they need to be dealt with one way or another. All right, so everyone else pretty much has a job. I think we're in good shape. The question is, where is our colony ship going to come from? By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Research.
System survey complete.
All right, so Uralian is probably where this colony ship would come from, right? Yep, there it goes. Awesome.
Construction complete.
Can I follow you? Isn't there a... Yeah, there we go. It's Q. I want to follow this ship to their system. So this is our colony ship jumping along. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Rasselgethy 1. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the Lumb Leo managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. So we've seen this before. I remember seeing this a couple times in the first leg of the series. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or a revered leader. Extra society research gained. Good news. Speaking of society research, we are definitely... This is going to be done in 4 months, which might kick in time for this colony ship. Yeah, this colony ship is heading that way. We should be done with that by the time they arrive. That's more than a 4-month journey there. All right, so nothing more to construct here. Yeah, build some mining stations in Hadrianus. I'm really excited about expanding in this direction, especially once we get Salobari in our territory. And I think we can probably add Nalbrius to this Sectalas, to this particular sector. I think that would be the smart thing to do. Let's see, how close are we? Yeah, we're 2 months away from finishing it now. Our colony ship is in Talassus. Let's take another look and see if there's any other upgrades we can do. Not really at the moment. However, we can clear these glaciers. I'm really excited about... Okay, good. Oh, holy crap, they all finished at once. Okay. Well, we finished researching... what was it? AI-controlled colony ships. Let's look at researched. So we have faster colony development and cheaper colony ships, which is great. And we also just finished an army upkeep tech, and then space torpedoes as well. So, a new research, which would do what? Improve shield hit points. That's handy, and it's especially cheap. So let's go ahead and do that, because that'll be done in just 40 months. Leader recruitment cost, Empire leader capacity. Why not go for that one? Naval capacity plus 10% is also tantalizing. We could have a substantially better Navy than we have right now. So you're going to see me build a lot more in the coming turns, because we have so much more naval capacity than we did starting out. Let's go ahead and go for this cheap technology here. In part because that's a useful technology. Ooh, minerals plus 5%. That's good. But also because, let's go for mineral storage capacity. But also because that gives us additional options in a shorter period of time. So in 40 months, I might have better possibilities for that. And also, this is a field manipulation project. So is there a field manipulation scientist? No, there's not. Okay. Our colony ship is about to arrive in Brius. Let's follow it.
System survey complete.
Excellent. This is hands down, I've said it before, this is my favorite track from the Leviathan soundtrack. Hats off to you, Andreas.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
There it is. It's going to take 8 months to complete. Nice. Nice and fast. And this construction ship appears to be done with their job. That's not quite in our space yet, but it probably will be soon-ish. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Research it then. Figure out what the hell's going on. And then up here, okay, there's not a whole lot more we can do. All right, so when that colony is established, it'll be a lot easier to establish a colony in Saddlebari. But also, it looks like we actually might have a fair shot at colonizing Gossip before long, which is great. So let's go ahead and see how expensive that would. Yes, we can colonize it now. That's great news. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to send you that way, and we are going to put... Yeah, we're going to put our Nalgasek. Or is it okay? It's okay, isn't it? Yep, it is. And then could we potentially colonize one of these? This is a tundra world. Okay, that would be the Moij Huckskin, the same ones we've already sent. That's really colonizable by them, though. Why not go ahead and do that, though, in the Fadis system? I don't know how... I don't feel like we have enough influence, though, to do that. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. But one of our colony ships is on the way. Oh, that's wonderful. That's actually a more rapid expansion than I was thinking. Just goes to show you, if you use the... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, holy crap! It is done! It is done! Somehow we've solved it. You helped. The organic nature of things eluded us. The answer lied beyond us all this time. Of course. Thank you, little ones. The universe is vast, yet so small. But now we see it in all its simple glory. It's lovely. Now that we have calculated infinity, there's but one thing we can do now. We can show you the truth. Farewell, young ones. Aw. Glad we could help. Like, I don't know what the truth was, but that was like surprisingly touching to read. I hope there's not like an evil twist. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Murist 2. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. Interesting. Alright, so Brius has now been set up. We are not over on our command points yet because the colony maybe isn't finished yet. No, it's not. So let's still go ahead and... Let's scroll down using R. All right, here we go. All right, we need to add these systems to Sectalas. And also, Sectalas appears to have some issues. Sectalas is currently set for... Close. Sector settings. Okay, choose sector focus. Has an energy deficit. So let's focus on creating energy credits in Sectalas and see if that solves the problem they have with their shortage. What if we did the same thing in Sek-Karen? In Seknar? I guess not. I guess if you have a deficit, there's nothing that can be done. Okay. The Infinity Machine disappears into Gargantua, and then nothing happens. Did it succeed? What did it try to do? We may never know. A tiny residue of its hull remains within the vortex outside the event horizon. We may be able to learn some of its information from it. A final gift from an odd friend. Add the following to Gargantua. Extra physics data, 150 influence, and the sentient AI technology. Oh boy.
Research complete.
This is a dangerous tech. It improves research speed, but now that we have this... Oh, see, now we didn't have a choice. Oh, this is what's considered a dangerous tech by the game. Research speed plus 10%, which is great, but now we have sentient AI. It's a dangerous, rare technology. Evolving intellects advance science not only as subjects of study, but as researchers themselves. Oh boy. Alright, so where's Gargantua? Where were you? This was a black hole. No, it's not this singularity. Where was it? Was it actually in... I feel like... Yeah, that's where it was. It was in their space. Alright, so this science ship now has nothing to do. Unless we were to... I mean, this is within the Spirene Foundation space, so we can't really do anything with that. There's definitely more worlds to colonize down here as well that I need to think about. We have a desert world and a tundra world, and I need to do that quickly. There's also... Yeah, there's lots. It's ridiculous amounts to colonize. And we need to get there, hopefully before the Spirenes do, because I want to expand this direction first. So, hang on. Let's, tell you what. Idle science ship, you just go back to auto-exploring. You're already auto-exploring. Tell you what, can you upgrade real quick? Thank you. I appreciate that. And this construction ship, yeah, does not... Oh, wait. That's within our space now, so let's build mining stations. Yeah, our borders are slowly expanding over there. Hopefully we can get Arbitraeus, because that is a freaking awesome system. We're also earning additional influence now. Oh, hey, we have 190 influence again. So what that means is I can take this colony ship that I had previously... Well, no, we need to colonize this tundra world with... We have a colony ship on the way to Gossok, I know that. But we need to colonize Fatus 3. With our friendly fanatic spiritualist collectivist. Where are you? Fanatic spiritualist collectivist. Perfect. So this is our happy pop. Let's go ahead and colonize, and we'll put you where? Looks like that would be a good spot. This is going to be Null Fatis. Done. So we're going to have a couple of colonies way out here pretty soon. We might even start a new sector from that. How are the energy deficits in this direction? Still bad. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're doing great. Overall, the economy's fine. And we have additional colonies we can found actually within our own territory, too. So there's that. I'm nervous about the sentient AI now. I'm going to be perpetually nervous. It's great that we have that, but it's like, how could that possibly go wrong?
Construction complete. Colony established.
Excellent. All right, so the Brius colony has finally been established. This construction ship needs to come out here now and start building. Just giving it a bunch of orders. Okay, this is also within our space, so we need to take care of that. But I don't think we really have a construction ship that can tend to that right now, so Okay, now the question is, we have 84 influence left. Is there anywhere we can send this other colony ship?
System survey complete.
I guess... This is a tomb world, definitely not colonizable, but possibly terraformable. Nope, can't be. That's not within our borders, but it can be terraformed otherwise. Well, speaking of that, hang on. Since we can terraform now, and we'll have even more terraforming abilities down the line, are there planets in our territory that we can colonize? Yeah, Rabenok 2A is an alpine world, and Rabenok 1 is an arid world. We could terraform it to be something else in its group. We can make it a desert or a savanna world, but we need atmospheric manipulation to make it even better. So that's one thing we can look forward to doing in the future. Something I've done a lot of in Master of Orion. Alright, colony ship is arriving in Gossick, which is fantastic news. This is a Voices colony, so this is definitely going to be our own citizens. Not that the slaves are not citizens, but you know. This game, man, makes you a terrible person. If you play your empire like a terrible person. So maybe you just are a terrible person if you have slaves.
System survey.
Okay, so... what over here? All right, that's being set up. We have a colony ship also on the way to Fatis. So we might actually... yeah, I would think we probably need to establish a new sector over here, just so that Sectelas is not too huge. Speaking of Sectelas, though, I think we can... I need to check our factions, too. Yep, we could add you. Let's also go ahead and add that system, just because it seems like it's an appropriate neighbor. Actually, all of these systems over here should technically be part of Sectelas. Yeah, let's do that.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
All right, so Sectelas is definitely huge now. The new colonies being established here are going to be part of a new system, part of a new sector, rather. Yeah, Sectelas is massive. It's our biggest, actually, our original sector, which was called what? Where are your labels? That's Sectelas. Sekhmet. This is our first sector, so that's also a pretty big sector. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Research. Okay, so we've already seen that recently. That's one that pops up a lot. Okay, this science ship needs to return to automatic exploration. And this construction ship over here... Arbitraeus is so close to being in our borders. That is a fantastic system, and I want it. I want it now. Alright, this is now within our borders, so let's build a mining station. Also, Set Karen can probably add that. Done. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit over Tiakia 2. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet, and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. And some society research. Well, that's actually what I was referring to, but good. Alright, this desert world can now be colonized a lot easier. Alright, can we do a new sector? Planets and sectors. Yep, we are definitely... Okay, so once Suitor is within our borders, which it will be, it'll be a little bit easier to see the connection here. But this is the All right, so this we're going to rename to Sec. Yep, can't resist. Just needs to be Sec Goss. It's another language. It sounds weird. One of the small moonlets orbiting this gas giant has been identified as a promising mining site. A more thorough survey will have to be conducted to determine whether a mining operation would be feasible or not. Okay, go ahead and research it. And on that note, I will go ahead and cut this one here. We've made substantial progress, a lot more than I expected to make in one episode, expanding in this direction, because now we've expanded to pretty much all the space we've explored here, so we need to get our science ships further out this way to see where else we can colonize as a way of establishing our hegemony here. We also need to go ahead and get some of our slave races, some of our more cooperative population units out this direction. So we're going to focus on that as well. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New survival, science fiction, or simulation videos air every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on my channel. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.